From Miami, Florida, today we get to enjoy the temperature-controlled atmosphere under the roof of Marlins Park. Today it's the third and final game in this three-game interleague series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Miami Marlins. The Marlins look to end this three-game interleague series with a sweep. Next, Edinson Volquez gets the starting assignment for the Fish in this matchup. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Here's Chris Davis now. He will lead this one off today. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games. The windup and the 0-1. Called strike over the outside corner. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This is line to left and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning. And the Orioles are in business here. It's a leadoff double. Absolutely scorched that base hit.
Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Hit out towards second. And that's out number 1. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Yeah, and if you're pitching, you better be aware of Crush Davis. He's slugging over 600 coming into play. That's a lot of extra base hits, a lot of home runs, a lot of doubles, and a lot of balls in the gap. That doesn't come easy, and he has really impressed a lot of people so far this year.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. Hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. Knuckle curve breaks outside for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
Count still at 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strike. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 0-1, here's the pitch. Down the third baseline. But this will get foul for strike 2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Scott Kazmir is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Baltimore. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, Scott Kazmir, big arm, always has had a big arm. Low to mid-90s fastball, good curveball. His changeup has gotten better. The key to Scott Kazmir, throwing strikes early on in the count. When he gets beat, most of the time he beats himself by the base on balls. If he's throwing strikes, he's tough to hit.
Now batting, D. Gordon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Lays off 1-0. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
Softly hit out toward short. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And now the O's have his terrific speed at first to contend with right out of the chute.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
In is Christian Yelich. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is on the ground over to first. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Spin and a throw back to second, and he's back standing. Giancarlo Stanton now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 264 is average entering play. 9 homers, and the RBI count at 35. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And they'll be left with no play as that's going to load the bases now on what should be ruled an infield single.
Boy, you know, D-Row, every pitcher loves that. Shortstop does a great job just to knock that ball down to keep it from the outfield, to keep that runner from advancing all the way to home.
Yeah, and as a former middle infielder, Dan, we love this stuff. This is what gets you jacked up, trying to save runs for your pitcher, give you another chance to execute and get us out of this inning.
First delivery to him on the way. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. With runners in scoring position this season, Longoria brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
He beat it first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
2-0 now. Gordon, the runner at third. Yelich on second. Stanton on at first with nobody out. Loud contact for Longoria and a ball carrying well to left field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Marlins open it up now 4-0.
Well, it seems like only a couple of minutes ago that we were ready for a hard-fought game. But things have taken a dramatic turn here early. They jumped all over this guy, including that grand slam. And they might not be done yet.
Stepping in now, Robbie Valencia. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike.
Boy, it's hard to let a grand slam go, but the only silver lining is now that you're working with a clean slate, nobody on, nobody out, got to treat it like it's a fresh inning.
1-1 now the count of the Marlins first baseman. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Scope is there, and there's one away. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Dero, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not.
Stepping in, JT Realmuto, and he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. And there's out number 2.
Batting 7, left fielder, Carmen Lopez.
Set to get his day started, Carmen Lopez, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Here comes the first pitch. A changeup over the inside corner. Kazmir, a left-hander who goes an even 6 feet. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Bouncer down the line. Davis gonna have to hurry. Throw in time for the third out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. But a big inning for the Marlins as they get 4 courtesy of the grand slam. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 4-0 Miami. Coming to the plate now, Travis d'Arnaud. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
These teams don't match up all that often, but due to interleague, they get a chance to play this season, and it's really difficult to sweep a team in a 3-game series when you don't play that team all that often.
Into the box for his first at-bat in this one, Jonathan Scope, and he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now. First pitch on its way. There's a strike.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Nope, and this is high, a ball and a strike. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees.
Hey, if he's going to be able to dot up his sinker down and away like that all game, you are in for a situation where you're going to see a lot of ground balls.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. Jonathan Scope with a solo shot. Number 13 for him on the year. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
That one just kept going and going. You won't see many long balls hit farther than that this season, and as Show Track tells us, it carried a projected 460 feet. That's big boy territory.
Derek Fisher the next to bat.
Left fielder.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded to the right. Scooped up on the backhand. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting 8. Shortstop. Dexter Berlin.
So striding forward now, Dexter Berlin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is taken. It's a ball and a strike now to the Baltimore shortstop.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop. Takes this the other way to right, and that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit.
Hey, they always say hitting in the 8-hole in the National League is one of the toughest jobs to do because you're hitting in front of the pitcher, not necessarily going to get pitched like an 8-hole hitter. You want to get out of that spot? Guess what? Newsflash. Be better, because basically every other hitter in the lineup is hitting in front of you except the pitcher.
No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 delivery. Started that swing a bit too early.
Yeah, you take a look at that 2-seamer right there, sinker. It had nasty downward plane on that ball. That thing must have gone down at least 6 inches.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Orioles get one back on the solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Marlins 4 and the Orioles 1. Stepping up now, Christian Colon. He'll start things out against Scott Kazmir as we get the inning underway.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
On the ground to the left side. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Hey, the offense did their homework coming into this one. There's another leadoff knock in the second. That makes 5 hits already for these guys.
Up next from Miami, Edinson Volquez. A textbook sack bunt situation here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
It's a great job right there to pull that one back, make the count 1-0, and get this defense on its heels a little bit. The number one thing, if you're going to be a good bunter, you have to get strikes.
And the pitcher is in fact bunting here as he puts this one down. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And guys, we need to seriously focus on the defense behind the dish today. This guy brings gold to the party, the ability to block balls, keep everything in front of him, shut down a running game, and massage his pitcher through 9 innings.
He's set. Here it comes. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Up next for the Marlins, center fielder, Christian.
Ready for another chance? Christian Yelich. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Kazmir sets. Here's the first pitch. Liner toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat hit started.
Into the box, Giancarlo Stanton. Pitch out, nothing doing. Two balls and no strikes, the count to Stanton.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
Yelich leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Three and 0 now.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Look over by Kazmir. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, but he's still in the driver's seat. 3-1.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
Smoke toward the hole. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Evan Longoria. He's driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked for anyone to hit better in this spot than this guy right here. He looks dialed in at the plate right now.
First pitch on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1. Has a look, now the pitch. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up, ball 2.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Here now the 2-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Gamble moves over, and that retires the side. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll go now. Great shot there of the blue waters and long sandy stretches of Miami Beach. Back now for the top of the 3rd inning on MLB Network. Striding into the box, Chris Davis. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-1 the count to Chris Davis. Line drive to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
In now, Brian Goodwin, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And that one just missed outside.
Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
A runner at second, nobody out. Ball 3.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
A full count now for the Orioles center fielder. Little chopper back to the mound. And that's the first out.
The batter, right fielder,
Stepping in, Ben Gamble. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. A man at third with one away. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to bat.
Meanwhile, now this is hit well down that right field line. And gone for a home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field, number 11 for him on the season, and it's a 5-3 game now.
Two home runs in 3 days. I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
Standing in now, Trey Mancini. Swing and lift, the ball fouled off to the left and out of play. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
A bouncer up the middle. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
now batting, catcher, Travis Darno.
Now at the plate, Travis Darno looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. First pitch on its way. Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball. Up around the face. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. But the Orioles strike for 2 thanks to the 2-run home run. We played 2.5. It's the Marlins 5. In now, Robbie Valencia. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat it. He's had a rough couple innings. He's going to have to find a way, whether it be mechanically or mentally, to be able to stay in this game.
The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Boy, this has the makings of being a rough day at the office, D-Row. A hit already here in the third inning, and he's already allowed a few runs. He's right back in trouble again.
Yeah, heavy traffic alert, Dan, no doubt about it. That's what you want to do. You want to put the pitcher on the defensive, and early going, the first 2 innings, they were able to do that. Nothing has changed here to start the third.
Stepping in now, JT Realmuto, as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Line toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, D-Row, he's not missing very many barrels so far in this one. That is back-to-back bullets and another base hit.
Yeah, no doubt about it. There was this banner that hung in the Texas Rangers clubhouse back in the day that said hit or get left behind. That's exactly what this offense is doing.
Into the box, Carmen Lopez. 1-0 the count. Valencia over at second. Realmuto at first with no outs. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Goodwin. 1 away. Stepping into the box, Christian Colon. He singled his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
3-1 to the Marlins middle infielder.
Well, he's behind in the count now. He's probably going to have to turn to something hard and straight right here.
The 3-1. A bullet to first base.
The pitcher, number 36, Edinson Volquez.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Edinson Volquez. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. And that misses, ball 1.
And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen.
Two men are on with 2 men out. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Swinging a soft liner. That's in there. Base hit. The throw to third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Marlins strand a pair, and it remains 5-3. Coming to the plate now, Jonathan Scope, as we begin the top of the 4th.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
The batter, number 13, shortstop.
So digging in now, Dexter Berlin. He reached on a single in his first try. Has a look, now the pitch. And he takes ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Liner toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, D-Roy. You have the base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan when you know you got the pitcher on deck. Shocking that he was coming after him right there in that big spot, and he paid the price.
Called strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count, 0-1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Oh, and he leaves another pitch over the plate here. This one's sent high in the air out to deep left center field. And for the 3rd time this afternoon, he has surrendered a home run. A 2-run shot for Chris Davis, the 297th of his career, and this one gives him the lead at 6-5. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roy. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
Brian Goodwin is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now that ball is smoked. Carrying to deep left. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Every hitting coach in the league will tell you it only takes one swing of the bat to get out of a slump, and maybe that's what we're seeing right here. He's been struggling, no doubt about it, but he's able to lace this thing off the wall, and he's standing at second with some newfound confidence.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Orioles 6 and the Marlins 5. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, D. Gordon. He singled and later scored back in the 1st, making him 1 for 2 so far. Here it comes. There's a changeup over the outside corner.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. So make it 2 hits for him in this one as he's on base here in the home 4th. And as you have a look there at the Marlins leaderboard, you can see he currently ranks 2nd in that department. in is Christian Yelich. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
The 1-0. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Two and 1.
Don't know for sure, but I think he may have been taking there thinking his teammate on first was going to be on the move.
To 2 and 2 now. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. So a runner at first with one man gone, and set to stand in the ultra-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Now a snap move over to first, just keeping him close. Runner goes for second. Strike called. Now the throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. The 1-1 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
Giancarlo swings, and this ball is hit well into left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will, and Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Already 4 RBIs in his pocket to this point. And he lays off for ball 1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
And no offer that time from Longoria. It's back to 2-2 now. Hard hit ball to short. Berlin loves it. The throw will go to third, but he gets back in time, safe at second base. Digging in and looking for more, Robbie Valencia. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. From the stretch. In there, strike 1.
One of the big keys to pitching well is getting ahead early on, and it's been far from that for this guy so far. Less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Stanton at second. Longoria is over at first with 1 away. Looped out towards short. And that's through into left, a base hit. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. But they'll catch a break as the runners are going to stay where they are here as there's no advance.
Hey, there's a case of a jam sandwich right there. Not that bad of a pitch, but he's able to just be strong enough to loop that one into left field.
Dan, sometimes a jam sandwich tastes much better than a rocket right at something.
Here comes the Baltimore skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear that Scott Kazmir has thrown his final pitch here this afternoon. So it's an early shower here this afternoon, as this will not go down as one of his better outings. Chris Tillman answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from the starter. In now, JT Realmuto, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. 6 runs, 13 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. The 2-1. There's the knuckleball taken for a strike. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
3-2, full count. Here comes the payoff pitch. Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. On to first. And talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. We played 4, and we're all even now at 6-6. Now to the plate, Trey Mancini will start off the 5th in this one. Elliot Sanchez will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 31, Elliot.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Popped him up. Colon onto the grass, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. There's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher, and he'll likely do his best to forget about today. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch on its way. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1.
Ball.
2-0.
2 balls.
1 out, nobody on. Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now. Sanchez has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Heading out towards shallow right. Under it now is Stanton to make the catch, and there are 2 away now. It's fair to say that early on, at least, the runs have come in bunches here this afternoon. A high-scoring affair thus far, and we're only in the 5th inning. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Jonathan Scope. Already a home run and a double for him in this one. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Score remains tied 6 apiece. Ready for another shot now, Carmen Lopez. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Carmen Lopez.
First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. High in the air out to center field.
On the run is Goodwin.
Makes the play, 1 away. There's a look at the final line for the Orioles starter. Not what he had in mind before the day started. Ready now for the Marlins, Christian Colon. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Gamble over to his right. 2 down.
The pitcher, number 31, Elliot Sanchez.
Ruben Tejada will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 17, Ruben Tejada.
Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. 2 out, nobody on. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Bounce it to the left side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Brian Ellington takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Digging in once again, Derek Fisher. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. The 2-1 home. Hard hit ball to second. Gordon is up with it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now batting, Dexter Verlin.
Digging in to try it again, Dexter Verlin. He came through with an RBI single in his last at bat. From the stretch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. Oh, good spot on the black for strike two. Ellington, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was a 16th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Line drive to left, and that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Hey, I can't fault the pitcher right now, but he better make an adjustment. This guy came into the game ice cold, but after 3 knocks, to give him another chance to beat you seems foolish.
He and Desmond will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one. Popped him up. Stanton coming on. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 1-2. Line to the right side. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. The next 1-2 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Stanton is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Here's Chris Davis now, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Verlin stands at second with 2 gone. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. 1 left for the Orioles. We're still tied 6-6. Mason Kennedy enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 27, Mason Kennedy.
Here's D. Gordon now. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
Second baseman, D. Gordon.
First delivery to him on the way. No balls and a strike to count.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. The 1-1. And that's off his leg on the mound. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
So frustrating, Hero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
set and the pitch. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Nobody out, runner on first. Little tapper down the first baseline. And they tag him out, but this will work as a sort of a sacrifice as the runner moves up. Ready now, Giancarlo Stanton. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate. First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider.
Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
2-0.
Tough situation for him right here. I mean, he's got an open base, so he doesn't have to get into this guy, but there's definitely danger looming on deck, so you can't just completely work around him either.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. There you see Evan Longoria waiting next. Set to deliver on 3-0. Back up the middle. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. And to score, the runner from second.
Well, when you've got a guy with speed like that, he's going from second to home on a base hit just about every time. The top speed here on show track is about as fast as you'll ever see, and he ended up making that play not even close.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home. Hit hard towards center. And that'll get down for a base hit. Now a long throw to third. And he's safe.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Into the box now, Robbie Valencia, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. A 1 pitch on its way. Lifted down the line in left. Fisher's under it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. But I don't think he had designs on even really trying it as he retreats with 2 away now. Digging in, JT Realmuto to see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. This is line to left. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch to end the inning. And he's got one grateful pitcher after this one. A beautiful sliding catch for the third out. More base. Welcome back to South Florida. It's been a high-scoring affair thus far as we take a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Lopez is after it, and he makes the catch in the corner.
Now batting.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. Down a run in a tight one. It's 7-6. Jimmy Yacobonis gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7.
Jimmy Yacobonis.
Carmen Lopez will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Lopez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Line drive to center field. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. The hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Stepping in now, Christian Colon. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Lopez on first, nobody out. And, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. A 1-1. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when a reliever comes in a game, he always wants to make a big impression, but I don't think uncorking a wild one was what he had in mind. Sometimes it takes a reliever a little bit of time to be comfortable on the mound out there, so we'll see if he can settle in.
The 2-1 is in there for the second strike. The 2-2. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Catch made here in shallow right, probably too shallow to advance. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
The pitcher, number 49,
Brandon Drury will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 28, Brandon Drury.
Ground ball up the middle, and it's going to get through into center field for a base hit. Coming in to score is the runner from third, and they've pushed it to 2 here in the 7th.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Into the box, D. Gordon. He grounds it sharply to third. And that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Up next for the Marlins, center fielder, Christian.
Standing in, Christian Yelich. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. He's set. Here it comes. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Giancarlo Stanton now. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
And that misses low and away, ball 1. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. So now 2 men in scoring position. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Well, obviously not fighting on the first 2, so it looks as though they'll just go ahead and wave him down to first base for free here.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Into the box now, Evan Longoria. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And Longoria swings right through that one as he's behind 0-2 now.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Here's the 0-2. Line hard to the left side. But this is a foul ball.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases. Kyle Bearclaw has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 46, Kyle Bearclaw.
So striding in, Travis d'Arnaud. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1 pitch on its way. Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 delivery. Fouled off. The Fish are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale. So if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball. You're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
Here's Jonathan Scope now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Well, this one's been a bit of a head-scratcher, despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, Hero, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball.
No balls and 1 strike. Scope stands at first with 1 out. Way in front of that fastball.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got 2 decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
Swing, high drive, deep down the left field line. This ball is slicing, and a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Derek Fisher goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
And this is going to be his 4th hit of the game, as this should wind up as extra bases. And he's in safely at third, as they also push across a score to make it a 1-run game.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the 2 outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. So stepping in, Chris Davis, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He pulls into third safely as this game is tied late with a run scoring away from the play.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. As mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this game has the potential to result in a series sweep, but of course with a tie game on our hands, that is no foregone conclusion.
Never easy to sweep. This is one of those teeter-totter games, back and forth as we're tied going into the back end of this game right now. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. In now for the O's, Ben Gamel, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Looking to minimize the damage here. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
Popped him up. Colon over to his left. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not. Francisco Valencia is on. Pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball stays high. There's a strike. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number one.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
In now, JT Realmuto. In the air, down the line in left. Fisher has to range back, but he'll make the catch near the line, and there are two men gone.
Number 2.
Digging in now, Harmon Lopez. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball. Hit on the ground out for short. Verlander fields it cleanly. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. He went down on strikes last time up. Junichi Tozawa will be on the mound to start the ninth inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half.
Junichi Tozawa.
Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. A solo shot here to left. And it's now a one-run ball game. That home run is definitely worth giving the show track treatment to. And as we look at it, not only an impressive distance shot, but the 110 miles an hour exit velocity is nothing to scoff at either. That's a big boy home run. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. It's a swinging bunt up the line. Foul ball, however, strike one. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Jonathan Scope will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning. As we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth. In for strike two.
The count is 1-2.
Hard hit ball to short. Backhanded. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting.
Striding in, Derek Fisher. First offering on its way. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Ready with the 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The 0-2 once more. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. And some dramatics here in the top of. Now we're going to have a conference at the home. plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 60, Hunter Strickland.
At the plate, Christian Colon. He'll be the one to greet the closer, Hunter Strickland. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is taken outside for ball 1. The set and the 1-0 pitch. To third. Fielded cleanly by Davis. And there's one gone to start the bottom of the 9th.
Top pitcher, number 25, Junichi Kasawa.
Chance Cisco will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 50, Cisco.
Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. The average sitting at 292 here to start play. 2 home runs and 8 runs batted in. Here it comes, 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Chance Cisco. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, D. Gordon. They'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Quick check on that tying run at first. Back in standing. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Has a look, now the pitch. A pitch out, the throw. And that'll be in plenty of time, and a perfect call on the pitch out there. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. Fastball that just misses inside.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a 1-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
Gordon ahead, 3 balls and a strike. Ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Now at the plate, Christian Yelich. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. The 1-0. Liner towards second. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. So stepping in, Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch on its way. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
No doubt. Some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. It is a slider that backs up for a ball. 2 big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. A drive to left. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. They win it. Santa Maria. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Well, they say better late than never, and that's obviously something that he takes to heart as he puts a charge in one for a walk-off homer. Got to be the best feeling in all of baseball.
As we wrap this one up tonight, it's time to show our appreciation for the man you see there, Giancarlo Stanton. Thanks largely to one heroic swing, he's our tops player of the game.
Well, he certainly was a very tough out there in this one, guys. You see all the hits, and he lost one over the wall for a home run. He was the difference here, no doubt about it.
(11-9) is how this one ends. Miami put up a 4-spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Junichi Tazawa gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First for the victorious Miami Marlins, 11 runs on 21 hits. No errors. They left 12 men on base. For the Orioles, 9 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. The winning pitcher is Junichi Tazawa. His record is now 2-4. The loss goes to Hunter Strickland. He falls to 0-1. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 58 minutes. A reminder that Marlins shuttle buses are available outside Marlins Park with service to the Comer Metro Rail Station.